Hello, Blugami, and welcome back to the Blugami podcast. As we are now up to episode 35 of the Blugami podcast itself. And if you are brand new to the podcast itself, make sure to follow all of our platforms on Instagram, TikTok, on Spotify, and also on Apple Podcasts. And make sure to subscribe and also like and share this episode to the Parramatta community or any other particular highly passionate Parramatta fan themselves. And please make sure to get us over to 50 subscribers, as we are currently on 19 subscribers, and hopefully in the next couple of months, hopefully that uh, by judging by judging the click impressions from our latest video for the Brisbane Broncos and the Premier Eels review. I am hoping that our channel will slowly start the boom, since as I've seen some analytical listics on that video in the YouTube studio that you see uh, your analysis on how your video is going by audience and in impression wise. But by impression wise, it was going pretty good, and it is the highest impression rate out of all of our videos that I have been making for the Balloon Garming podcast. Um, when I first started this, well, making the videos for it from last year, as I did started doing this podcast back in 2024, and I am just hoping that this is going to be a start for this small Premier Eels determined fan um, podcasts, and hopefully that I can be able to improve a little bit better on how I organize things, on how I'm trying to announce those things, or just do previews, or just try and get on guests here, or just try and improve on our other social medias, over on our Instagram and also on TikTok. So just let us know on how we can improve, and please help us spread the episode to spread the voice for the mighty Blue and Gold Club itself, just right there. And thank you so much for watching the Balloon Garming podcast itself, and hopefully I can be able to consistently keep on uploading these episodes, especially both for the junior reps. Even though, to be honest, people, for tonight, I was going to do the junior reps preview, but unfortunately, I feel like it is way too last minute to really do it. To really do it right now, since I do need to edit this whole entire episode out and to get it uploaded ASAP. So yeah, but let's get into our preview here. But sorry, no, well, before we get into our preview, sorry, I do want to acknowledge to every viewer who has a very proud ethnic background. Rather, you may be or may not be a half Aussie and a half something else. You are more than welcome to embrace to whatever nationality or ethnicity that you have came from. Rather, you were born over here, with a fully ethnic background, or you came from another country but have migrated here about like 30 plus years ago. So uh, you are more than welcome to embrace that culture either in the YouTube comments section, um, or either um, put in any comments there on Spotify if you are even if you're even bothered to. So yeah, but anyways, enough rambling about. Let's get into the official match preview for the Premier Eels versus St George Illawarra Dragons for round three, kicking off at 4:05 p.m. on Sunday at Combank Stadium. So at fullback over here, we have Isaiah Iongi face up against Clinton Gufferson, our former captain himself. There is basically the helmet of salvation versus the king himself. Uh, as I will put up a game day graphic over here, which will be posted on Sunday there. So stay tuned for that. I will be trying to figure out a great music choice for that Sunday game post when Sunday does come. On the wings there, we got Bailey Thompson face up against Money Man himself there, Christian Tupelotu. And we got Jordan Sam Ronnie, who was very good defensively from last week, showing his true speed there, any strength there, since he has been bulking up quite a lot during preseason since last season. That was one of the areas that I did criticize him about, saying that, hey, if he does improve on his ball carries there and also on his defense there, and also just bulk up just a little bit there, and just maybe act well. I think like the way that he also runs, he can still, in my opinion, can still play as a back row, since when some people did highly recommend Jordan Sam Rani to play in the centres, a lot of Parramatta fans did actually question that, saying that, well, I feel like, well, he could be played better as a extended bench player, or either as a back rower there, since he does have that strength there and the offloading abilities there, and can really just burst through with his speed, and also has that footwork there. But he is a perfect replacement there for Will Pensini. Probably, look, I don't want to be disrespectful to Will Piscini. Look, I loved on the look. I loved his commitment there on what he was trying to do against the Melbourne Storm, despite the absolute embarrassing and pathetic result. But I feel like that Jordan Sam Runny is slowly trying to build up those new skills that he has been learning during preseason, and I feel like when during Christmas, when he had a turnaround there after that slow start during preseason. Towards the end of preseason, I reckon that Jason Rolls, and I don't want to sound controversial here, but I feel like that Jason Rolls has fully invested into Jordan Sam Rani during the preseason, more than compared to Will Penasini, since Will Piscini, look, he's still that same mediocre player that doesn't really deliver anything special other than trying to make a commitment, or to even make up for something that he has barely made, and he's just there trying to clean up his mistakes there. And I feel like that he's not really like breaking any tackles there, and I feel like that he's the defense there it's just a little bit lackluster, and yeah, like I just feel like he's not faster than Jordan Samrani. He's not better defensively than Jordan Samrani, and I feel like now with all of the expectations for him to have a peak season, I feel like that the expectations are really just catching up to him, and I feel like just drop him to New South Wales Cup is the best option there. Playing alongside with his brother Richard, and I feel like if those two together can share their varieties of their pros and cons, I reckon that both of them will learn off from each other. That can boost their confidence to get into the first grade lineup there. Yeah, but I might be rambling on a little bit too much here, but yeah, that's my little take there on how Jordan Sam Rani um, has replaced Will Pensini, not based on his injury there, being out for 4 weeks, um, but also based on his current performance there. So yeah, for Sean Russell, he will be faced up against Tom Holmes, which we all know on what he has done to us last week at the Gong, and I was so furious on how we just let him just just get the winning try against us, and I feel like that we need to show a little much more revenge on him, and I'm hoping that Josh Okar doesn't open up the space there for either Holmes and also for their young rookie there, Setsu, and yeah, hopefully Josh Okar can bounce back from a very quiet and poorly exposed, wide, poorly effort defensively um, based performance, and can be able to improve on that, and hopefully not slowly become a Micah Sivo 2.0. So let's hope that injury doesn't better for him from becoming Micah Sivo 2.0. So yeah, but Johnny Pezzett, man of the match for me from last week. Excellent vision, but execution wise, not the greatest. And to be honest, from those try assists and from that winning try to get us to convert the try right in front by 40. I feel like that he was a little bit lucky to get those try assists and those tries. And a try for himself there to turn the momentum around, where we were just hanging uh, by the uh, by the ropes there. So yeah, hopefully Mitch Moses can be able to excel most of his attacks there, since his kicking game and also his defense, of course, was just very un-Moses like. Despite him getting not a bad score there on Supercoach, um, he still wasn't that Moses as what I expect him to be fully fit, to really just excel our attack to a another level. But instead, Jonah Pezzett is doing that, but a little bit scramble on. So yeah, um, now with this in now with his inexperience, St George Illawarra Dragon side with Cole Flanagan and Daniel Axon. I do think that Daniel Axon, as what we've seen from Las Vegas, he can put up those bombs there, and I feel like he can cause a little bit of a challenge there for Isaiah Iongi there, and if he can be able to get those kick chases there like Holmes or Christian Tubelotu there, just to charge and smack him down there. Since Isaiah Iongi, I'm going to be very critical about this, people. I feel like that his kick returns and his catches in the air need a little bit much more of work, since he there are moments that he can handle the pressure, like like Clinton Gutherson, and also get dragged back there a couple of meters in a similar way as what Clinton Gut Gutherson does. But I feel like that he still needs to work on his um like his catches in the air type of pressure moments, and just try and condition that just a little bit, and hopefully, if he can be a little bit much more conditioned, as we all know, he does have the strength, and he does have the footwork there when just trying to catch it at the right time, and just try and just find a gap there and use his footwork there, and his excellent pass there, knowledge, and also skills there, coming up from experienced players through the Penrith Panthers system there from Dylan Edwards there, then I'm for sure that he can be 10 times better than Clinton Gupson, which he is slowly becoming. And he did do it, and he did stop Clinton Gufferson from the last time that we did versus the St. George Illawarra Dragons at home, when he stopped Clinton Gutherson from getting a hat trick against us. So hopefully he can be able uh to get a try saving moment there, maybe against Clinton Gutherson, and he can be able to possibly work on his just running down the field type of defensive time there, which if you guys haven't seen on the Talking Para podcast, Jared Hayne was on there, and he explained it very well on how Isaiah Iongi was uh, just poorly timed, just chasing from the other side from the field, and just coming all the way from the right side there to stop any other back line there, especially the fullback, who can easily just come storming in and just easily have no pressure from any player that won't have time to compete for the ball in the air, and that the fullback can easily just jump and and just dive over. And I feel like that Isaiah Iongi, um, when he does like get to the other side of the field, and he does try and mark the fullback or any back line there. Let's say Christian Tubelotu, for example, or other Valentine Holmes with a little bit much more experience. Um, I feel like that I'm hoping with his conditioning there that he can be able to at least um wrap the ball around, and can be able to hold those players up. And I know that is quite a lot to ask for a very young fullback like him, who still has a lot of time to share more of his improvements and his capabilities in the NRL, and hopefully he can be able to time more of his defensive skills, and also plan structures that Jason Rolls can be able to look a little bit much more into, and hopefully he can be able to transform him into that ideal fullback, maybe sooner rather than later. But hey, I might be asking for a little bit too much, and I think my expectations there for Iongi might be a little bit too much on a on a Jared Hayne type of level, but that's okay because like that's what I really see Isaiah Iongi as. He is more than a Clinton Gutherson, and other fans need to know that this is that this man over here, um, sooner or later is going to be Jared Hayne 2.0, who will be consistently making those great attacking performances as what he was trying to do against Mel Storm, who was one of the best ever players there, and just consistently just do it over again against the Brisbane Broncos, and hopefully against the St. George Illawarra Dragons, he can just humble and just pull Clinton Gutherson's pants down and just absolutely just embarrass the living crap uh, El El the King, and show him uh, who really has the crown. So yeah, let's see on how Isaiah Iongi does match up there with Clinton Gutherson there at Complex Stadium for the second time. So yeah, um, that's it there for our back lines there and for our halves there. Now for the forwards here. Jermaine Hopgood returning there from a 2 week ban there after pulling a high shot there on Alex McDonald there, which in my opinion it was very controversial there to send him off, which it was a accidental as us Premier fans all know. The officiating has been absolutely just poor and diabolical this season so far, and hopefully there won't be too many six agains or just that BS two hand thing in the air going against the St George Illawarra Dragons in round three. But he does come up against the only Turkish player who will be representing this round, who is trying to encourage other young Turkish boys to play rugby league, and this is coming from a Italian and Turkish ethnic person like me. Hopefully, that he can be able to embrace that passion and that role model type to many other Turkish rugby league fans, like me, um, to like um, to really get into playing rugby league. Even though it is a little bit too late for me to get into the NRL, but a quick story. There was one moment in my life that I did want to play for the Premier Eels. So it is a big what if maybe me and Emma Gula could have been maybe the two only Turkish players to play in the NRL, but yeah, well only a man can dream. But anyways, enough of the ethnicity talk. Let's get back into the match. So Riley Smith will be playing at dummy half and take a bow, man, because Riley Smith is back in full form. The half Aussie and Maltese dummy half will be coming up against Damien Cook, and Riley Smith has really transitioned into that re money 2.0, and he is low key improving on his king game there, and hopefully we can try and see him consistently ace those 40-20s as what re money used to do for us. I think in that 2021, in that 2022, 2020 type of era, and also 2019 years as what he was consistently starting to go good. Even though 2018 was a very slow start for him. Hopefully that Riley Smith, since he was very consistently good during last season. Even though he was on the verge of winning Rookie of the Year, but if it wasn't for those injuries, then he could have a high chance to go in neck to neck, maybe between Rob Batoya or either Leka Halasima or even his other teammate Isaiah Iongi. So yeah, um, I expect him just uh, to still play that great defensive role as what he did there from last week. Just get those great short balls there to Kelmo Tuolungi there, just to get those great post contact meets there, and to really take this very slow and youngish Dragons 4 pack here. And if we can do the same thing as what we've done from last week against the Brisbane Broncos, then I reckon that this is going to be a potential unexpected bloodbath, as a lot of people might be expecting this to be a close game, especially without Zach Lomax there. Or yeah, but I just don't see us losing this game or being a little bit closer without the Snake himself, as I don't want to mention his game. Sorry, his name ever again, since he is now with the Western Force. So hopefully his name won't be mentioned in the Blue and Garmin podcast ever again. Uh, Fingers crossed. But yeah, look, Junior Junior Barlow, I was very impressed with his offloads there from last week, and he just looked like his usual self once again. And under Jason Rolls from mid to the end of season, he really was uh, getting back to that origin primetime Junior Barlow, as we all know, with his masterclass offloads there. And hopefully we can also see more there from Kition Kartoga. Also his nickname being named as Kit Kat. Hopefully, he can also just make some strong meters there and just keep the ball alive. Um, and yeah, like there's nothing really too much to really say about the full pack. They just need to do their usual thing and just make sure that Jermaine Hopgood doesn't do anything silly, since a lot of people theoretically questioning with Charmaine Hopgood being out, and with Jack Williams replacing him a prop there, and Jack DeBellin at a lock. A lot of people, sorry, some people have theoretically have said that we play better without Jermaine Hopgood. Now, if that's the case, then hopefully that Jermaine Hopgood is going to stick to the defensive structure during training uh, um, towards this match this week. And if he does it, then we really need to questionize about, does Jermaine Hopgood really fit into this defensive structure side? Now, we all know that he can be a little bit of a mongrel there, and he does have that strength there, showing his real talent and strength from the Panthers system there, the young Hunter boy, and hopefully that he can be a little bit clean this time and just not put any stupid high shots there that can win the Dragons some easy possession there, to really get some good field position there, to really just put some good kicking pressure there on us, just to really fatigue our defense there, and just to kick the plan out of the window there and just throw it all away because of one silly mistake from Jermaine Hopgood. And we're seeing it multiple times when we are this close from creating a miracle, and then Jermaine Hopgood has to stop up the whole momentum there, and now we have to defend, and keep waiting for that rare moment to win it back because Jermaine Hopgood had to make it hard for us. But hopefully he won't. Hopefully he can stick to he can stick to the plan, and that he can just cool his temper for this week. And sorry, no, well, not just for this week, but also for now on. So hopefully that he has finally learned his lesson, and that he can catch up to the other big boys there, like Jim Bolo there, and just try and keep the ball alive there and use his strength there just to put on pressure on the Dragons full pack there. And yeah, hopefully he can be able to do that. And yeah, let's see if he has learnt from his last previous silly mistakes there from getting suspended. And for Jack Williams, I do have him in my super coach. He is. I feel like that he is going to do multiple roles, both defensively and also play making type. And if we can get him into some open spaces in the middle, this man will be a absolute unit and a lethal weapon that the Dragons full pack here will continuously get bashed for. And yeah, I feel like that we need to get Riley Smith there just to at least use Jack Williams at the right time, just to throw in the grenade in there, and just to really weaken the Dragons full pack much more. And yeah, if we can do that, then I reckon that this is going to be a complete bloodbath. But first, we do need to watch out for the main players like Holmes and Garfison, that they don't um, grab that early momentum if we all defensively stick to the plan. But for our bench there, Dylan Walker, absolutely fantastic when he came on. Changed the game with his passes and also his post contact meets there. A lot of roles that he can really get the fullback going as well, and he will also be another key factor to really get our forwards to really burst through those um, those tight gaps there, and hopefully he can set up something just uh, magical there that can just expose the Dragons forward pack there a little bit much more ugly there. But the Dragons do have Jacob Little, which he's not a bad dummy half there, and if we don't uh watch out of his plays there, then he can really just open up something for either the Couchman boys or even for Hamish Stewart there, who does have some massive potential there of being one of the top locks there in the NRL this season. So yeah, and also like if we also put like pressure also on Jacob Little, like who else do they really have? Like they got Matthew Fige on the bench there, and his brother is playing for the Titans at the moment. They got Hammer. They got Hammer. They got Hammy Sally. They got the other Couchman brother there, Ryan Blake Laurie, who is slow as heck. Josh Kerr, old as heck, just a another poor Volgan 2.0, and yeah, and for our bench, like we just got multiple ball playing defensive and just units in our squad. Sam Tuivasa, now defensively and also attacking wise, he was absolutely incredible. Nothing too much to really say. Yeah, just same effort as what the other boys shown. Hopefully, we can see much more minutes from him. It's going to be very interesting. If he does come on there for Jermaine Hopgood there, if he does start making some silly penalties there that can ruin our momentum, as I um, mentioned before. And if it does come on, will he change the game in case if Jermaine Hopgood uh, doesn't catch up with everyone else in the defensive structure that Jason Rolls is closely and in depthly working on during this week's training sessions leading up to this Sunday. Well, anyways, enough repeating myself. Let's move on to the other players. Matt Dory, amazing. Hopefully he can be. Hopefully we can see a little bit much more minutes from him. Having that ball skill there from himself there. Telling the Silver Man, like very impressive. th- there are now some great signs starting to show his real confidence coming into the team over here. And if he can just show that less hesitant and more confident, less pick and choose type of um, leadership there for the four pack there, and also for our forwards being exchanged there, then I feel like that he will be a very good backup d- uh, dummy half there, and I feel like if he delivers the same as what he did against the Brisbane Broncos from last week, I feel like that his place is safely secured. And for Jack DeBellin, who would have thought Jack DeBellin is finally being dropped to the bench though. Now I've heard some people making a theory up, and I'm not sure if this is true or not. I have seen or heard a theory that Jack DeBellin has been dropped against the Dragons since he doesn't want to start um, in the 1 to 13 team to fully play those minutes there against the Dragons, since he does feel sorry and he doesn't feel comfortable playing against his against his former club there, since the Dragons board treated him pretty poorly there from his point of view. But if that's the case, then some Parramatta fans have also came to a conclusion that he doesn't suit our system. But to be honest, just to throw that theory out, it that 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 theory, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter at all, since in my opinion he doesn't really suit in our system uh, anyway, since he's just another Ryan Madison 2.0, in my opinion. He's not fast enough to get back into the ruck. He is all he can do is just take hit ups, and that's pretty much it. Like he doesn't require any great offloading abilities. No real ball skilled uh, modern forward type of ideal player that we are after. And these are one of the signings that I feel like that Jason Rolls has gotten wrong. Um, I'm not saying that uh, it has cost us there since he has dropped him there. In my opinion, just by form wise. So it's a very smart move there from Jason Rolls. So yeah, very good. But Josh probably will be the 19th man there. But I have seen that he will be starting in New South Wales Cup there as a halfback, and Lorenzo Talenta will be playing as a 5'8". So I'm not sure why Lorenzo Talenta is playing at 5'8", and Josh is now making his debut as a halfback. So that's a little bit funny to switch him around there, since well Josh is a little bit quicker than Lorenzo Talenta, and yeah, I don't see why that Lorenzo Talenta is now being played as a number 6, and Josh now being as the halfback. Leading up to this week's New South Wales Cup clash, I believe against the Dragons, same team, I believe, just to double check it. Um, let's see. Yeah, on Sunday, he will be playing as halfback. Why? Why? Just why would you swap him around? Like, why do all these stupid little experiments? Just leave him as a number 6 and stick to the plan. All right. Al consistently with his plans and just experiments and this and that. It's just all BS in my opinion. Like, why do you need to keep on like experimenting and just be so inconsistent? Like, one week, Lorenzo Talenta was doing fine with Upper Twindle at halfback, and now we see, and now I believe that Lorenzo Talenta will be good staying as a 5'8". Let's put Josh Papali at halfback, and let's see if he can replicate the same way as what the uh, other fullback, Petrindle, who has also played 5'8" in the past, right? In the past, and Josh has only played a few games as a half, as a 6, not as a 7, as a 6, and now you put jo- Josh Papali uh, a halfback instead of Petwindle. So like who really is the future halves pairing for our next generation? Huh? I'm not sure who was coaching the New South Wales Cup side, but whoever it is, like you got you got rocks in your head, buddy, because like why the hell would you swap around a fullback who has much more halves um, uh, experience compared to Josh Papali? Like it makes no sense at all. Like what's the lo- logic behind that? Like tell me, like why? Like can some Parramatta fan tell me who is our New South Wales Cup coach, and why the hell would he recommend putting Josh at halfback ra- ra- rather than Betwindle there? Like it makes no sense at all. So yeah, well that baffles me, but we'll see on how it goes. Um, Luca Moretti is still at prop there. Hopefully, we can see him return to first grade anytime soon, and hopefully we can see some more from T. Come Brown there, and yeah, let's see on how Brown just constantly just goes on against the Dragons, which hopefully I can be able to get to Combank as soon as before, maybe 12:30, or maybe even sooner than 1, to even see the reserve grade New South Wales Cup match against the Dragons there. So yeah, very keen if I do get to the stadium in time to watch this match. But if not, hopefully I can see the scoreboard and just see who was exhausted or not, and yeah, um, let's see on what happens there. So going back to our match preview there, I'm pretty sure I have gone very in depth there and have been rambling on and repeating myself there on and on. So I'm pretty sure you you, you all are just sick and tired of me just by rambling on and just want me to get into my tips there for this match. So our tips for this match against the St. George Illawarra Dragons, as I'm trying to go back um, into the match preview there, into team lists. For my first try scorer, I am going to go. I was going to go with Jordan Sam Rani. I'm actually. Uh, do I do it? Uh, you know what? I was going to say my first try scorer was going to be Jordan Sam Rani. I know. Uh, well, I well, I, I did say in my mini preview that uh, that I that I did have Jordan Sam Rani as my first try scorer there, but my other candidate for a first try scorer, and I don't really get to do uh, any honorable mentions there for a first try scorer there. But I was going to change my mind to pick Isaiah Ongi there to get his first try there for the match and do the Garfarino over Clinton Garvison when Phyllis Army when he played against us in round one at Combank Stadium. I think it was round one. Was it or was it round two? I think it was round one in 2022 that we versed them on a Sunday where we unconvincingly got in a pretty ugly and gritty win. I think it was that match in round one when Philip Sami done the Garfarino over Clinton Gar, Gar, Garvison. And yeah, Isaiah Iongi as my bold prediction as a honorable mention in case if he does. Even though it's not my official tip there, I have him doing the Garfarino over Clinton Garvison as a high possibility, though not as a guarantee, but as an honorable mention as a high possibility. So yeah, for my anytime try scorer, I'm going. I think. All right, who do I say for my anytime try scorer there? I think I had. I'm gonna go check on my mini preview. So just give me a sec, people. Well, I did check my mini preview. I don't think I put in my tips in there, but yeah. Um, my anytime try scorer. Since now I didn't even plan to have a anytime try scorer. Well, I'm just gonna have Isaiah Iongi just put in right now in the last minute just to do the Garfarino at any time instead of a first uh, of a first try score there. So yeah. Another thing that I forgot to mention about the back line there, people, is that that I want to appreciate him dropping Brian Kelly, and a lot of people have been commenting when I did put out the signing announcement for Brian Kelly signing with us, and some people were saying that why he's just going to be another dud, and as I did agree with some of their opinions there, seeing him potentially being another Morgan Harper 2.0 when he was playing for us back in 2024, and his defense absolutely just stunk the place, and he was so poor. He was one of the worst ever backline players that we have ever played for in the blue and gold. And my, oh my, I think if Brian Kelly was going to play against the Brisbane Broncos last week, I reckon that um, he would have replicated the same way as what Morgan Harper has done for us back in 2024. It just cost us so many important and easy soft tries there. So yeah, but with him, with him out, um, and just him not just fitting the defensive structure as what Jason Rolls and Sam Moa is trying to improve on. I am very grateful that he has been dropped to Cup, I believe now. I think he is playing in our Cup, as I've seen there a couple of minutes ago when I brought it up also, when I was talking about Josh at 7. Yes, he is. So hopefully in New South Wales Cup there, he has come up against David uh, 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 Farley and also some other young talents there. So hopefully he can have a taste of a schooner of reality there, and yeah, uh, he can really just learn a thing or two from a reserve grade, as he's just not the same player as what he was back in 2021, where he scored the highest amounts of tries in his career that he has only ever peaked. So hopefully he can do the same maybe in Cup, which I don't know how that's going to go. And I haven't really seen him play. I think. Oh no, sorry, no. Cup didn't play from last week since they had the bye in round 2, but in round 3, it's gonna be pretty interesting on how Brian Kelly goes in reserve grade for the first of the time around some very talented speedsters there who has a little bit much more defensive form compared to him, so he does need so he does really need to square up and really need to wake up to himself there. If he really needs to get in that position there to compete against players like Will Penasini, Richard Penasini, and also Jordan Sam running there. So that's a lot of competition there for Brian Kelly himself. And yeah, let's see on how he goes. But yeah, since I've gone out of the way for my try scorers there, if we are still recording, how long? Yes, we are. Or are we? Are we still recording? Hello? Why has it stopped? That makes okay. I'm not sure if it has froze there. Just for a second there. Uh, uh, ho- hopefully not. But yeah. Um, as we are hitting that 1 hour mark, people, Let's. I'm going to go with my halftime score and my full-time score and my man of the match and some honorable mentions. Who have gotten my man of the match and who could possibly prove me wrong for this week, since I have all of the time for this episode to really just talk about this only match and just a few parts from New Sports Cup there, just to extend the episode a little bit more on that 1 hour mark there. So for my halftime score, I reckon I was gonna see this as a mid high mid high score game here, but I reckon that we will be up by 22 points to 6 at halftime. Yep, and I see us scoring 2 or 3 tries. I do see the Dragons score the first try in the second half by Valentine Holmes, and I feel like that we will get Jack Williams and either Kelmo Tuolungi to really just extend the lead and to be very close to putting the nail in the coffin there. And I feel like that Mitchell Moses will score under the post there to make it 34 points to 12. So that is my full time score there. I got us winning by 34 points to 12, and I am hoping that he will fully step up and just make the plays that he usually does. And I am predicting that either I was going to go with Riley Smith, but I just have a gut feeling that that's that Isaiah Iongi is going to get man of the match and win the fullback battle and really show Clinton Garfison on who really is king. Now, there were some honourable mentions there, like Riley Smith or either Mitch Moses, but we'll see on how this match plans out, and hopefully we can get the dub, and that's everybody in the swarm will be chanting para proud out loudly from the northeast northeastern corner of the stadium, and yeah, let's hope that we can get the dub, and yeah, just continue on with this momentum just throughout the season. And that will do for this long, in-depth Parramatta Eels versus St. George Illawarra Dragons for round 3. And if people have enjoyed this long rambling on preview without the guests that I was meant to bring on, then please make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also make sure to follow all of our platforms on our socials on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and also on Apple Podcasts itself. And that will do for episode 35 of the Blue Garment Podcast. Blue and gold never folds, and as I always say, by the end of these episodes for the Blue Garment Podcast, go Para!